give them freedom of the press. Isn't that right? Well, let me tell you what's happening. Give them freedom of the press. Isn't that right? Well, let me tell you what's happening. They have become the media. Organisation that looks at the ratings, because that determines how much people pay for the advertising, and they will put any story in there that ups the ratings, and 99 times out of 100, the young journalist speaking to you has never even bothered to look at the subject. I have spent 13 years on this subject, and the audacity of them to come to me asking me questions where they never even bothered to look into what I'm there about, what I've been doing, or what my subject matter is. I had one girl in an interview the other day, and I'm interviewed 3 or 4 times every day of my life. She said, "Oh, Mr. Spencer, you're in the High Court tomorrow." I said, "Yes." "What time? Where is it?" "What is it about?" "What is it about?" "What the hell am I doing there?" Proof also that we have a public service problem. I was in the States last month, and I gave 2 papers to a major conference on public sector reform in regard to, there were 750 universities who teach a subject in their faculties called public administration. I was asked to give 2 papers by the resident professor, one on macro problems, one on micro. The one I gave was when I was up the tower, why with this happening, I couldn't get the attention of the public service because they served the polity. Now the moment you get a public service serving the polity and not the people, that's what you get. It's called administrative evil. Now the most extreme example is this. When you hear about what happened under Nazi Germany with the Jews, you all say, "Oh, Hitler was terrible." Hold on a minute. Hitler, through the German parliament, passed laws. The laws were handed to be carried out to the public service. The public service carried them out. As a matter of fact, on one occasion, they went to the local railway and said, "We have to bring 300 Jewish children through from Warsaw to the death camp here. If we bring 400, would we get a discount? We want to keep our..." How can they do anything else? They're told they're guilty. 1.1 million fine. How do they avoid this? It's ridiculous. It's similar to this. It's called administrative justice. You're driving down the road. You have a job, you have 4 kids, but you've got to drive 1,000 miles in Queensland, that shouldn't be hard, to your job. You're a shooter. You go through a little town, it's 100 metres long. A truck was parked in front of the sign, broken down, so you didn't know it was a town. You come out the other side, caught in a speed trap. You go back and take a picture, you didn't see the sign. You speak to the driver, broken down. You go to the court says, "Oh, look, I'm sorry, you're out of points, you've lost your licence 6 months, but I can't get to work, I can't feed my kids." That's your problem, bugger off. Make it better than what it was when I arrived here, when I was born. Can I leave this world a better place? Why take rights away? Okay, so now we're down the road to where we realise we have a problem. How far does the problem go? Have a look at this. This is this document. Australian government, it's a Queensland is like 80% of the contribution. New South Wales governments in 2003-2004 are expected to result in substantial reductions in broad-scale clearing of remnant vegetation, leading to greenhouse gas emission reductions. Land use change is clearing. Now let's look at the facts, the truth. Here it is, the official report. Energy produced greenhouse gases of 88.2%, 88.2 tonnes, million metric tonnes. Okay, we have to get by 2012 to 108. That's 8% above the 90. Whenever you feel like it. Are we going to do that? What are we going to do? I want to hear it. What are we going to do? Yell it out. Guidelines? Oh, we want something a bit stronger than guidelines. We want a document of what? Very clear legal rules as to what she can and can't do and how she will perform or else. And if she doesn't make profit, she won't get bonuses. And if she doesn't perform, she probably will lose a job after a period of time. I'm not going to vote for you. One thing more. If you're not prepared to agree to this, why? What are your intentions? What objective have you got to doing the right thing for the people? yeah, people, the momentum's growing and more people are aware that there's a problem and they're coming on board and helping.
Are there any politicians or political parties
Yes,
coming on board?
not parties. Barnaby Joyce is one that's really been helping us tremendously. Some of the state members too, if you want to know.
New South Wales.